Good afternoon guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor. I am a mum to my beautiful 4-month-old and married to my husband Mo, and today we are in my kitchen. I wanted to start making some videos where I do things in the kitchen because I love being in my kitchen. I love making things, I love experimenting, I love cooking, and I've always really loved that, and I am just now freshly discovering my love for making things from scratch, especially since I made my sourdough starter. I'm discovering all of these new things that I can make with it and realizing how easy it is to make so many things from scratch. And I feel like as a new mum, as someone on maternity leave, as taking on the role of the homemaker and the wife and mother of my home, I feel like it is my responsibility and my duty in a good way to provide for my family in that way. This is just one area of being a homemaker that I am delving into, discovering, and really enjoying, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Today I'm going to be making 3 recipes. Now one of them is with my sourdough starter, and then the other 2 aren't. The 2 that are not sourdough, I have made these recipes before and I absolutely love them. I'm a ride or die for these recipes. The one with the sourdough starter I actually haven't made before. So on today's recipe list we have brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Now this one is not a healthy recipe, but it is amazing, so we will be making that. The next one is homemade granola. I've only recently gotten into this and I'm absolutely obsessed. It's so easy and so yummy, so I'm really keen to share my recipe with you guys. And then the last one, which I'm very keen to try out with you guys, is a sourdough English muffin recipe. So those are the 3 recipes we're going to be making today. Let's get started. We're going to start off first with my sourdough starter by making the English muffins, because this does require me to let it sit over time. I don't know if I'm starting this at the right time. The recipe does say to start at night time so then it can bulk ferment. Ace is awake, that's good. So that it can bulk ferment overnight, but I'm starting it at 1:45, so we'll see how that goes. It'll work with it together. I think I'm going to bulk ferment in the fridge later tonight and then we'll cook them tomorrow. Oh, buddy.
Hi guys, welcome to Voiceover Taylor. I'm so glad that you guys are here, and I thought in these moments when I'm cooking I could do a voiceover and chat with you guys. So grab your tea, a coffee, whatever you love to drink, and let's have a chat. I do want to start off by saying that I in no way am a professional cook. I never was, I never will be, but in my kitchen I like to believe that I am. These English muffins have been on my mind for a very long time. I'm so excited to finally be experimenting and trying out this recipe.
Now that I've mixed that all together, I'm going to be setting her aside for about 8 hours. I'm going to just keep checking in on her because obviously timing when it comes to a sourdough just depends on like the weather where you live. So I'm going to set her aside until she basically doubles in size, and then we'll add some extra ingredients once that's done. I think now is the perfect time to start the brown butter chocolate chip cookies. So let's grab out all the ingredients.
I'm actually really excited to share this recipe with you guys today because this is one of my go-to recipes for a sweet treat. I've always loved a chocolate chip cookie, so one day I was on TikTok looking at recipes and I found this one and gave it a try, and it honestly has been perfect every single time I've made it. I could not believe how good they were, and every single time I bring these to an event everyone is always raving about them. I quite often get requests for these cookies. I will link the original recipe down below, but I do think that there are a few things about this recipe that make it so good. The first being obviously the browned butter. I don't think I ever want to eat a chocolate chip cookie again that doesn't have brown butter in it. What you're going to want to do is pop your butter into a pot, put it on the stove top on low, let it melt until it cooks down and becomes this beautiful brown color. You definitely don't want to take your eyes off it because it will burn very quickly if you look away. Something about this recipe that I don't think I see much in other cookie recipes is that it uses 1 whole egg and then 1 egg yolk as well. And I'm no scientist, but I really do think that this affects the texture of the cookie. Now you're gonna add a lot more vanilla than you normally would, and this is really, really important. I truly think that this is the secret ingredient. Now I am a dark chocolate girly, so I always add in dark chocolate, but feel free to add in whatever kind of chocolate you would like, whether you want to do a mixture or if you want to do just one of a kind. I would like to one day see if I could experiment with different add-ins with this cookie recipe, but for now I love it exactly the way that it is.
one of the most important steps when it comes to making these chocolate chip cookies, basically any chocolate chip cookies, is to put them in the fridge. You should be putting them in the fridge for at least half an hour, but longer is better. I would say maybe around an hour to 2 hours is perfect, but I usually do half an hour because there's no way that I'm waiting any longer to eat one of these. Something I always love to keep in mind while I'm cooking is to constantly be picking up after myself and cleaning. So I'm going to do a bit of a tidy up before we move on to the next recipe. Okay, it's been some time, so the lighting has changed, but I am now going to move on to making the homemade granola, which should be super quick. I'm gonna pop that into the oven once it's done, and then we can start cooking some of the cookies.
Granola was another recipe that I was a little bit intimidated by at first, but after I made it, I could not believe how expensive granola is in the grocery store and how easy and cheap it is to make it at home. It's also one of the most versatile recipes that I have ever made. You can literally include anything that you would like in there. Today I'm only including one nut, but you can add in berries, you can add in a bunch of different nuts, coconut, literally anything that you've got in your pantry. Just take that, pop it in, and it'll be amazing, I promise. For this one, all I've used is oats, cinnamon, coconut oil, honey, and some pecans. It's really simple, but it's honestly so delicious. I also love baking it because it makes my house smell so good. This is one of those recipes that you can whip up really quickly. I so often realize that we're running out of granola the night before, and then I will grab all of the ingredients because we so often have them on hand. But I so often will eat it on its own. It's that yummy, even for dessert sometimes. Also, as a mum who is exclusively breastfeeding, I'm always trying to find new ways to incorporate oats into my diet because I know it is an awesome way to boost your milk supply. Always have to get every last drop.
It's cookie time.
The lighting change in this video is a very great representation of what it's like to bake or really do anything with a baby. So much of my schedule is based around where Ace is at in the day, whether I need to play with him, whether he needs a nap, whatever's going on. Sometimes he'll be teething or he'll be just extra upset for no reason. So I will have to stop what I'm doing, and that's okay.
It is the next day. It's currently 12:19 and I completely forgot about my English muffins, but as I said yesterday, sourdough is so forgiving, and I also popped it in the fridge to bulk ferment, which putting it in the fridge does slow down the process, which means that it should be completely fine today. It has definitely risen, so that is great. We're moving on to our next step, which is adding in, I'm pretty sure it's honey and salt, no, baking soda and salt, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to double check that, and we'll mix that up, and then I will knead it, spread it out, and turn them into the English muffin shapes that we need. I'll let them rest for another hour and then I'll cook them. Let's get started with all of that.
I thought it was really weird that I was adding stuff after 8 hours of it bulk fermenting, but honestly, it made so much sense after I did it. The reaction that the dough had after I put the baking soda in is so crazy. It became so fluffy while I was kneading it. It was such a cool feeling. I truly love sourdough so much. It just works in so many different ways, and it's just so fun discovering all of the things that I can make with it. This part of the process was definitely my favorite and a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It really rolled out so beautifully. All I did was grab a glass cup that I had that I thought that was a perfect size and just cut out all of the little muffins, and it worked out perfectly. Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys watch now because I think that this is just so satisfying. Cooking these was truly one of the simplest things I've ever done. I popped them on a pan that was preheated on a low heat. I put about 5 on the pan at once. You let them cook for probably about 4 minutes and then flip them over another 4 minutes, and they turned out so perfect. I honestly didn't think that they were going to be cooked all the way through with such a small amount of time of cooking, but they were perfect. Just look at how perfectly cooked they are on the outside and how beautifully fluffy they are on the inside.
I I'm currently editing this video and I've realized that I actually didn't show you guys any of the products other than the English muffins. Now, they were incredible. I cannot tell you how good they were. I feel like they were super easy to make, even though it took 8 hours for them to rise. Honestly, the mixing of it, I didn't have to do any stretch and fold. So you mix it, 8 hours, then you pop in that extra stuff and right away you just like roll it out, make the shapes, and then cook them right there on the spot. It was so quick. I actually had so much fun and I was so surprised by how they turned out. They were just so good. The granola, we ran out of that so quickly. I've actually made it quite a few times since I filmed that, because I'm actually filming this clip maybe like 2 to 3 months after making that video, only because I'm only now getting to editing it. Ace is currently 6 months old, and I think back in that video he was like 16 weeks old, so it's been a little while. However, the other day I did make some more of the cookies because 1, I wanted to show you guys, and 2, I just honestly have a constant rotation of these cookies on hand because they are so good. Let me just show you. This is them. That is actually a little overcooked for me. I would take them out just a little bit before they're that brown, but so good. I have started eating this one already, so it's already eaten a little bit, but let me just show you guys. And to be honest, these are like a day old, so they're even better when they're fresh. I had one fresh and it was delicious. Even 2 days old. These are so good. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do think that I'm still very fresh and new to all of this kind of style of video, so I think that there is definitely room for improvement, but I had so much fun filming it. I had so much fun editing it and doing the voiceover. Hopefully you guys really liked that. Don't mind Ace in the background. He is currently teething, so it's a whole thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. I will leave all of the recipes down below and the references of where I got them, because they are not my OG recipes. Bless you, Baba. If you guys did like this video, I would so appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, because it really supports my channel. I am new, I am little, and Ace wanted to be a part of this. But what I was saying is that I am not looking to become a huge YouTuber. I honestly just want to create a really beautiful community of mums and women who want to be mums and crafty cooking women, and we can just vibe together on here. I would just absolutely love that. And of course, I also just want these memories for myself. So if you guys would like to follow along for the journey, we would so appreciate you liking and subscribing, and we're so glad you guys are here, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Say bye bye. Mwah.